Welcome to SAT School. I am your instructor from satschool.com. This is our third video on set. In this video, we will discuss on operation on sets. If you have not watched the previous video, I strongly recommend to watch that first. The link is given above. Now let's get started. First is union of sets. Simply, the union of set A and B is a new set that is a combination of all the elements from set A and set B. That is, the union of set A and set B is the set which contains all the elements from set A and all the elements from set B. Symbolically, it is written like this and read as A union B. Here is an example. Set A and set B are given. Here, set A and set B, they have common elements 6 and 8. So, while writing A union B, we write common elements only once, like this. A union B is 2, 4, 6, 8, then 12. So, simply A union B is a new set that contains all the elements from set A and all the elements from set B. And the common elements are written only once. A and B can be shown by a Venn diagram. We will discuss a Venn diagram in a moment. Here A and B, they are overlapping sets. The reason is they have common element 6 and 8. So the blue section represents the overlapping section for set A and set B. So two sets are said to be overlapping if they have at least one element in common. Here A and B, they have 6 and 8 as common element. So this is simply how we show elements in a Venn diagram. Now what is a Venn diagram? Venn diagram is simply a diagram that shows the relationship between and among sets. So this is simply an illustration of the relationship between sets. Venn diagram was introduced by an English logician, John Venn. That's why Venn diagrams are named after him. Here are some examples. So this is a Venn diagram of A and B. Here A and B are overlapping sets. This is Venn diagram for A, B and C. They are overlapping as well. And this is a Venn diagram for A and B. Here A and B are disjoint sets. Now, what are disjoint sets? So two sets are said to be disjoint if they have no elements in common. If they have elements in common, they are overlapping sets. If they have no elements in common, then they are disjoint sets. So these are simply illustration of Venn diagram. We will discuss Venn diagram in detail in later videos. Now next is intersection of sets. Simply, intersection of two sets means the common elements which are in A and B. The intersection of set A and set B is the set of all those elements which belongs to both A and B, meaning you have to find the common elements between A and B. So simply it is written like that and read as A intersection B. Here is an example. A and B are two sets. So here we have common elements 6 and 8. So these are common elements between A and B, and the intersection of A and B is 6, 8. Now this is the Venn diagram for A, B. So the green part represents the intersection of A and B. So A intersection B is 6, 8. Now what in case of disjoint set? If A and B are disjoint, then there are no common elements between A and B. In such a case, the intersection between A and B becomes null set. So here A intersection B is a null set as there is no common elements. Next, difference of sets. The difference of set B from set A is the set of all elements of set A which are not in B, and this is symbolically A minus B. For example, if we have A and B, two sets, to find the difference A minus B, we simply subtract all the common elements from set A. Here, common elements are 2, 4, and 6. So to find A minus B, we subtract 2, 4, and 6 from set A. So the remaining elements will be now 1, 3, and 5. So this is the difference between A and B. Now if we have to find a difference B minus A, then we subtract common elements from set B, meaning the common elements 2, 4, and 6 are subtracted from set B. So only the remaining element is 8. So this is how we can show in a Venn diagram. So in the Venn diagram, the yellow part represents A minus B. Here 1, 3, and 5. So these are elements which are only in A, and that is A minus B. Similarly, here the yellow part represents B minus A. So this 8 an element is only in B, which are not in A. Next, universal set. So a universal set is the set which contains all the elements of other sets. The universal set is simply written like a capital U. Here are some sets A, B, and C as well as universal set. So three sets A, B, C as well as universal set is given. Now how to show the relation among A, B, C and U? So this is a Venn diagram. So in this Venn diagram we have different sections like a red, green, blue, orange and so on. So I want you to write all those elements in this different section. Like here, the red part represents a section that is a section for A, B, and C. So that is a common section for set A, B, and C. So pause the video, try to fill all the elements in this Venn diagram. I'll be back in a moment. I hope you managed that. So let's see the common elements between A, B, and C. For this moment, you just leave U. I mean universal set. Just look at three sets A, B, and C. Now try to find the common element. Here the common element is 8. So the red section represents the common elements, the common section for set A, B, and C. So that is the intersection of A, B, and C. Now a light section above the red that represents the section for only A and B. So let's find out what is the element which is only in A and B. Yes, 6. So 6 is the element which is only in A and B. The blue represents the section for B and C only. Here 12 is the element which is only in B and C. The green represents the section for only A and C. And here is 4 which is only between A and C. Now rest of the orange part, that is for only A, only B and only C. Now let's find out what are the elements for A, B and C only. Here 2 is remain in A. So 2 and 10 for B and similarly 16 for C. Now let's look at universal set. In universal set, we have two elements left, which, which are 1 and 3. So those elements are not included in set A, set B, and set C. So those elements remains outside set A, B, and C like this. So this is how we saw elements in Venn diagram. Now this is a practice question for you. I want you to try this question and so in Venn diagram. We have three sets A, B, and C. You try to show in the Venn diagram. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and do share and like the video. Thank you.